Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Hustle and Grind. Sorry I can't speak tonight apparently. Cam with Cammy P Sports and always the lovely Joe with Joe Madden Sports. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Restaurants are back open in the YYC area. That has made my life. How are you?
Yeah, all of Alberta really. It's wonderful to have in-person dining. I know a lot of our American viewers have been doing this for a long time. We have not, so we're going to go spend a lot of our money on food that's overpriced, and I'm willing to do that, so I'm good.
That's why we have to win these bets tonight. I know I've won my first 2 bets of the day. We've got some more coming. I needed that after a terrible day yesterday. I don't know if you heard, Cam. I went 0-5 yesterday. Reverse sweep completely. Didn't want to wake up this morning, but I'm up.
It happens sometimes.
We're going back at it.
It happens sometimes. I think I went. It wasn't a great day for me either. I was, I think, like 2-4, so wasn't great. And then my free bet that I gave out yesterday, that was a flop because the Bruins couldn't win one game.
They absolutely couldn't, and I disappointed just as bad as the Bruins yesterday. So I know we do have a great guest coming on. He will be coming on, you guys, at halftime for the Bucks game. So Tony Mejiia will be joining us. I'm terrible at pronunciation of names, so I'm sorry, Tony, if I butchered your name, but he'll be on shortly. Cam, let's talk some NHL first.
Yes, absolutely. Well, one, I'm very happy. It was bittersweet to lose with Boston losing the game, but I'm very happy that they're out. I don't think there's too many people that are really sad, except for a bunch of people that live in Boston, obviously. But the rest of the country, and I'm okay with it, And then tonight we've got a pretty important game. I mean, the Knights are leading the series 3-2 over the Avalanche. I think it was a tight game last time. But I still think the Knights are going to pull a win out tonight, and they're going to move on tonight. And then It looks like they'll be whoever wins, anyways. They haven't won yet. They haven't even started yet. They start at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. But I do see them moving on, and they will be playing the Montreal Canadiens. So that'll be good. It'll be fun.
No, they'll be playing Tampa Bay Lightning. Remember, I got that confused.
No. Okay, You're right. Actually,
New York Islanders. Yeah. So I screwed you up yesterday because I put that in your head.
Yeah, I like the Islanders over playing against the Canadiens anyways. Happy with that.
The Lightning.
That's what I meant. The Lightning playing Canadiens? Or did I just say the Islanders then?
Yes, I don't know. Montreal Canadiens will be moving on and playing the winners of the Vegas Golden Knights Colorado Avalanche game. I know it's because I spat out the wrong facts yesterday, and I was so believable that you believed me, and now I'm in your head, and you're like, but Joe said
you say it with such conviction. Now I have no idea who the hell's playing anymore.
Because anything that comes out of my mouth, I completely believe you guys. It's true facts, and you can fact check it. Sometimes I'm wrong.
I'm going to be fact checking everything you say now. So,
you absolutely better. So the line really has moved on the Vegas Golden Knights tonight. We got it yesterday at -140. It was up to -145 earlier today, and now it's moved down to -130. Money is coming in on the Colorado Avalanche. I do still see this being a Vegas win at home. This is Game 6, so if Vegas wins it tonight, you guys, we won't see Game 7. They will move on, and they will play the Montreal Canadiens, which I'm hoping. I want that matchup. We have Fleury and Price, and that is the matchup I want to see.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think Vegas is going to come through, and if you can get them at a -130, still a good bet.
Absolutely. Any thoughts on this total, Cam? We have a total of 5.5. This hasn't shifted at all. I'm staying off. I worry about those empty net goals. We've got 2 phenomenal goalies in this matchup. I'm staying off it. It's either going to fly over or it's going to hit 5, in my opinion.
What's the public on?
I haven't looked at public money on this total.
I think it's going to be, I think you're right. I tend to lead towards the under on this. I think both goalies are going to be pulling everything out tonight. But again, it could go over. It could be a really back and forth game too. So I imagine Colorado's going to be throwing everything they possibly have at the Knights. And I think Fleury is going to, he's going to have to be a rock tonight for sure.
Absolutely. Would you like to see it go to 7 and have Vegas still win in Game 7, or you're happy
No,
with
I'd like to
Vegas
see it.
finishing
I'd
in
like to
9-6?
see it go to Game 7 because I'd like to see the Avs go through.
Oh,
That's
you
what I would
would,
like
hey?
to see. Yes, yeah. I think the Knights are going through.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see the Avs go through.
And absolutely, that's what I'm looking at. I really think Vegas is the stronger team. I think they came out in that first game. They didn't put Fleury in goal, and they came out and lost it terribly. They looked deflated, I guess. I don't even know what the word would be for how they looked in that first game. And we saw them in the end of that Wild series as well. I didn't even think they were going to win Game 7. I really thought they were done. I didn't think they deserved to move on. But what we've seen out of them for Game 3, 4, and 5 has been phenomenal. So I'm hoping they bring that same energy, that same domination on all ends of the ice for this Game 6 tonight and take that win.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. It should be. It should be a lot of fun. So you guys, Tony Mejiia will be joining us from Wager Talk any moment now. We're just waiting for halftime for the Nets and the Bucks, which is 36 seconds away. And we're looking at this game. And you know what? The Bucks are up 45-42. Pretty high scoring game so far. That's 87
what do you
points.
think? What do you think the over/under on that one is, Joe?
You know what? I didn't look at the total in this game. Right now, if you're live betting it's just updating right now. Halftime has finished, so it's sitting at that 45-42. I'm not sure what it was at this morning. I don't have the numbers in front of me right now. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure.
No big deal. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who the favorite was because I stayed off this game.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit higher when I checked it earlier. I thought it was like in like the 230 range. It was definitely over the Clippers and Jazz. Like they're sitting at 223. I'm pretty sure it was like 230 something or other. But it looks like if they keep playing the way they're playing, if they have a good run here, they might be over on this one anyways. So we'll see.
Yeah, they might be. And Nets is leading this series 2-0. So the Bucks really need to get this win tonight to stay relevant in this game. I just didn't touch it, you guys. I didn't like it. I didn't touch it. I think Game 3 of series are really hard to handicap for myself anyway. I know we had some great MLB going on today. Cam, did you have what plays were you playing earlier today?
Well, I gave out a free one. I had the Astros to win on money line. Yeah. They're sitting top of the 5th right now, and the Boston Red Sox are winning by 1, so it's 4-3 for the Red Sox. I still think the Astros are going to come back, and I think they'll pull this one out. But it's going to be a close game. I mean, I think it was like -105, and the Red Sox were like -110 or something like that. So it was really close either way. I was betting a little bit of a tougher game to pick because they are very similar. Basically just went off a few different stats and figured, hey, why not the Astros? They deserve it.
Well, you know what? I love it. I took the Astros too. I had some line movement, so I got them at +100. I also got the Chicago White Sox, who are up 3-0 right now, at +100 as well. They're only the bottom of the 3rd, though. So we'll see if that one sticks. You know, anything happens in baseball in all of these games. I got them at +100. That was my free play out today. We had a great interview with Nick Hubb. I know you weren't able to connect today, so I'm sorry you missed that.
I am too. I watched a little bit of the show. He's a great guy. I just had some reception issues, and I would have been pausing quite a bit. So.
Yeah, not a problem at all. So I completely agreed with him on the San Francisco Giants at +155. He told me he wanted to look at that game, and when I looked at it, everything added up. I did stay off the Yankees and the Twins side of that. He is riding the Twins tonight, you guys, at -126 was the over. But he was riding the Twins. It was plus money. So you guys, if you haven't got your bets in, those games haven't started. And Nick Hubb was
you have time.
Yeah, he was all over them, and I love it. I think both of them are great bets. But Cammie, do you know my jinx in baseball? It's the Yankees.
Yeah, I know. You told me that.
Yeah, so they're just like the Patriots.
You picked them to win. They're leading right now, so let's see how they do. I think they've got this one. I was just looking at the stats. I think the Yankees got this one. So I think you're going to be okay today.
Oh, I stayed off it.
There.
I stayed off it. Yeah, I stayed
Oh, I
off
had the
it.
Yankees. I had the Yankees today, so I
Okay.
thought you went Yankees. So that's good.
No, I stayed off this game.
So that's why the Yankees are going to win, because you stayed off it.
Yes, exactly. As long as I stay off it, things go right in these games for other people, just not for myself. So, well, they're just like the Patriots, you know.
You're doing a great job of selling yourself, Joe. Like you're doing great. I think I think it's all in your head. I think you make good picks on the. I've seen you pick the Yankees before, and you're fine with it. So.
Well, the opening game. The only time I've been able to pick the Yankees was the opening game against the Toronto Blue Jays, and I picked them to lose, and I picked the Blue Jays. But that is the only game where I've been able to beat the system with the Yankees this season so far. So my rule now is to stay off unless I'm playing a total with the Yankees and whatever team.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. That makes it work.
As handicappers, we have to learn our jinxes, and apparently it's the Yankees this year on a side, no matter if I go against or for them. And in football, it's the New England Patriots. And I always thought it was Brady, but it's actually the Patriots. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I think I got a jinx with the Oakland A's. They always tend to screw me over.
Oh, okay.
Badly. So I haven't won once betting with the Oakland A's, whether I bet them to win or bet them to lose.
Okay, so they
do the opposite.
Well, that's good. Yeah, well, good, and then you can stay off it. So I did get the Philadelphia Phillies today at -136, and the I can't say Milwaukee. I want to say Milwaukee, and that's not a word. Brewers at
just say the Brewers. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Now you got her.
Yeah, at -113. So I'm looking for a couple more plays here today, including the Vegas Golden Knights. I can't wait for this game to start. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I hope it's lights out speed again tonight.
I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I'm excited to see it. So I'll be driving while it's on, but I will definitely be able to check out the highlights when I get home. So
absolutely. Well, that will be fantastic. Well, Tony should be in any moment now. I know he was waiting for halftime. I'm not sure if he's having connection issues, because I'm pretty sure it's halftime here, but he should be in any moment.
No, it is halftime. He might be having a signal issue too. We'll give him a few more minutes, and if he can't make it on, then we'll reschedule.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Taylor for watching. Taylor is on Stables Media.
Boston Sports Media is so weak. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and let's say while we've got this time, let's thank Stables Media and Tony for powering our lovely little podcast. So we appreciate it, Tony. Thank you very much. Anything else you got rambling around there? I'm drawing a blank. I mean, we've talked hockey, we've talked baseball, we've talked NBA.
Yeah, we've talked about.
You can have awkward silence if you guys want.
You know what?
You want to watch awkward silence?
We're really good at awkward silence.
I'm great at it.
I can't talk when I get awkward.
I can just start touching my face, and
you could.
And just wonder what's happening. People are looking at me as they're walking out to their cars because I'm like looks like people think I'm taking a video of myself right now. I'm that guy.
You
are the shit out of it in my truck.
Sitting in the parking lot. Okay, so let's look. Tomorrow we have no NHL tomorrow. This is I
think that's a reset. It's going to be Saturday. I think is going to be the first game.
Okay, so Vegas and Colorado will play Game 7 if necessary on Friday night. So because no,
it's
that's
not
Saturday.
Necessary.
It's Saturday.
No.
Sorry, Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Night,
they have to have 2 days off. So I think it's going to end. I think the next series will start on Saturday, or maybe it starts on Sunday.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm all the way to June 17th, and I'm not seeing. So I guess they haven't.
They just haven't listed it. They haven't listed it, Joe. But if they finish up tonight, I guarantee they're going to be starting playoff the second round or the next round on a Saturday. It's Hockey Night in Canada. I would think, anyways. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll start it on Monday. I don't know. But it'll be coming up pretty quick here. They're just waiting for the Vegas series to end. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be good.
Absolutely. I'm excited for it. I really hope we don't see a Game 7. I want Vegas to hit at -140 tonight, and
I do,
for that series to be done.
I'd like to see the Avs move on, but I think the Knights are just too much for them, and they're in their head now, and Fleury's in their head, and I don't think they're going to pull it out. I think Vegas is going to win tonight, and that's it.
Absolutely. Let's talk about something close to your heart. Your Edmonton Oilers. What do you think they need to do to improve their team?
Well, I think right now, this time, they have to really, hit the driving range, maybe get some lessons, work on that swing, slow back swing, confident forward swing, and they're going to do fine this season. Oh, you're talking about the actual hockey part of it. One, they have to address their goalie situation. They don't have a goalie. They have Smith, but he's getting older. So they need to address that. You've got to address the fact that Connor McDavid and a couple of these guys are leading in points, and they're fantastic. But Connor McDavid has to grow up a little bit and become more of a leader. So I think they need to address the fact they need to bring in some guys, some leaders from before that are still playing, that are getting, up there, that 36, 37-year-olds that have been leading, that have playoff experience, that can help in the dressing room, that can help on the ice. They need to get rid of some of the players that aren't producing. There's lots of them. It seems like there's only 6 or 7 people that are producing for the Oilers, and the rest of them are just kind of blah and not on. So there's a few things they have to do. I think they have to start with the goalie, though.
You want a total replacement? Do you want him gone?
No, I like Smith. I want Koskinen gone.
Okay.
But I like Smith.
Yeah.
I think Smith's fantastic. I like his passion. I like that he gets angry. I like that he works his butt off, and he's 39 years old. I mean, he's killing it for his age, but he's also 39 years old. So I mean, he's only got a couple seasons left in him. So you need to bring in a goalie that's going to be a number one goalie, because we don't have a number one goalie right now. Like, Smith was a great goalie. He is a great goalie. He was a good goalie this year, but we need he's not a Vasilevsky or Grubauer or something.
Yeah, he's not at that level anymore.
Sorry, my phone has a mind of its own here.
Your phone has a mind of its own?
No, my phone went off. Sorry.
Oh.
Apologize to everyone. No.
I don't think anyone realized that.
Okay, good. Same with the Flames. They need to do some work too, and I think they have a good goalie. They need to figure out their forwards. Monahan, the rest of those guys just aren't playing the way they're supposed to play. So
yeah, my Flames disappoint me.
Few teams out there that need some work, some restructuring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, I think he's maybe he's indisposed with his service. You said he's probably at the game. I mean, he's wagered talk, so it's I'm sure he's just having some issues there getting on, but we can get him rescheduled then. I know we don't want to keep everybody waiting. Do you have anything else you want to go over there, Jojo?
I wanted to rub it in, like how it felt. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Rub what in?
Okay. I wanted to know, as an Oilers fan, what was it like when the Jets swept you guys? What was it like? Because that shouldn't have happened.
Oh, okay, cool.
No,
apparently
because
Joe wants to get below the belt. No. You've talked enough, Joe. What did it feel like? Well, I wanted to commit multiple homicides on the Edmonton Oilers. Also, I was very upset. I may have swore a few times, but at the end of the day, you're pretty much used to this as being an Oilers fan. I just can't believe they got swept. And that's where it comes down to leadership in that dressing room and the lack thereof. And it needs to change ASAP.
Yeah. And I ask you this because
and
Cam,
thanks, Vasu.
I know you're very passionate about your team, and I know you're great at your rants, and you haven't opened up on the show ever with your rants, and I know how fantastic they are.
You just want to get me going. You just want me.
I do. I kind of want to stir the pot.
No, I had to go and I had to carry my crying kids to bed that watched the Oilers fail them for another year in a row, and we had to light candles and stuff, and it was just it was sad and painful, and there was a lot of swearing. I may have stubbed my toe. I don't know, but there was seeing red when they lost that game. And it was just like, well, shit, you play good all season. You're one of the top leading in points. You're in second place in the North Division pretty much all season. And trading places second and third, and then to blow that in the first thing was just absolute bullshit. So no, don't get me started, Joe. Don't get me started. I'll go on a rant another day, but don't bring up the Oilers. I'll just be a pissy pants for the rest of the night.
I totally did want to get you
Go have a
started.
hissy fit in the parking lot. Everyone's gonna look at me weird because I'll be laying on the ground, kicking, fetal position. It won't be good. I'll get all my clothes dirty. I'm gonna have to run over to Value Village, pick up new clothes. It's just it's not gonna be good.
Bets are going that good this week, hey? I'm joking. I had to say that.
Yeah,
you know I had to say
they're going
that.
that good. I've demoted myself to Value Village.
I love it. Vasu, thank you so much for watching the show.
Wait till you see the next show.
Well, I think we should do a Value Village show where we have to go pick outfits
all
from there.
All right, guys. Well, have a great and wear them for the next show. Yeah, we can do that. I'll do that.
Well, maybe that should be our kickoff to Pub Night Sports. You guys, we have a new show coming now that everything's open, Pub Night Sports, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I don't know what is a normal Thursday for Vasu.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. We're going to invade some people's privacy on that show. It'll be good. We'll bring our face, talk sports, and hopefully have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I have to wear because I picked it out.
Absolutely. Oh, Tony is coming in right now, Cam.
Oh, is he?
Don't go anywhere.
No,
hello.
Hey, Tony. Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Excellent. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing poorly because the Nets did not show up. So
good. We're doing great. Glad you could. Oh no, we got a little bit of delay there.
All right. Well, I can hear you. How are you doing?
We're good. We're just dealing with a little bit of delay. I don't know which side it's on here, Tony. How are you tonight?
Like I said, I'm doing a little poorly because the Nets decided not to show up tonight, and then Giannis is doing them a favor by taking outside jump shots. So he's over 4 from 3-point range, and the over is not coming in.
No, it's a low-scoring game right now, isn't it? 85 to 83?
Having difficulties. You're frozen.
Okay, we'll maybe get Cam EP back here. He was just off on assignment today. Our restaurants and pubs just opened indoor dining, Tony. So he had been out and he was just in the parking lot after finishing meeting with some clients there. So, yeah, this is a great game so far. But you're right that the Nets are, it's a hard one. You're riding the over in this game?
I am, but it's very low. I actually, my big play is on the next game. But, look, I think that if we already missed the window, I tweeted this out right before I came on. I said, if you missed the window on Nets in game when they were down 30-11 after one, I don't know whether to hug or disown you because, that was the play. And I shouldn't have had to tell you that if you watched games 1 and 2. All this is observation. And you're seeing, Chris Middleton came out and had a great half. Giannis is still in his own head. I mean, I don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you looking for in the second half from both of these teams?
I'm looking for both of them to be more aggressive. If I were to play it, I would play second half over just because I think we're going to get a tight game and some game extension over the next 24 minutes. But, it is one of those things where games do tend to slow down in the second half. But at the same time, you're sitting there watching it, and if this is one of those games where the team that's down late is trying to make a run, you might want to ride the second half over. I'm looking at it. Oh, the third quarter just started, so
okay.
No second half line. I was looking it up. Milwaukee's up 47-42. But look, I mean, I would get an in game if an in game line probably right now is 208, probably something like that. So I would get in on the over. I think, if you're Mike Budenholzer, you're saying, look, they're baiting you to shoot threes and you're 0 for 4 from 3-point range because you're not a great shooter. So just attack the paint. There's nobody in foul trouble. And they really not employing a rim protector with DeAndre Jordan not playing. It's basically Blake Griffin. And so unless Claxton is in there, attack the paint, try to get some fouls. It's the weirdest series that the Bucks are playing. and that's why I'm surprised that they're up. I stayed completely away from this game because it's a Milwaukee spot, but how can you ride Milwaukee after what you saw? And I know that you were heavy on Brooklyn games 1 and 2.
I was, but I stayed off this game because I just looked at it, and the Bucks down 2. There's no way I was touching it. Because I could see them winning, but how can you have faith in them? Like, at the end of the day, it feels like you're lighting half your money on fire and going, okay, let's just hope it regrows, right? Yeah. Like, it's a scary situation betting Milwaukee. So
no doubt.
I couldn't do it. I just stayed completely off this game on both sides. Next matchup, what are you liking with the Clippers and Jazz? You don't have to give out your play, but what are you liking from these teams?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're at 9:09. I swear, if we were at like 9:49, I'd just give away the play because
don't give it out now.
But it's one of those things where like the people that have paid for it, I'll respect. I'll respect them. But look, we saw such a ridiculous game in game 1 in terms of like I think they combined for 93-point shots. A game where Marcus Morris shot 1 for 9. And then could have gotten a foul on Rudy Gobert there at the end, but decided not to, just decided to regroup instead of just go up. That would have been Gobert's 6th foul. So the Clippers can win this game, and that's all they're looking for. They're looking for one out of these 2. But at the same time, like I can present the same case the other way. Like you're sitting there, and this is your 4th huge game in 7 nights if you're Los Angeles. Like, you had to win game 6, you had to win game 7 against Dallas, you're in game 1 to the point where you should have won, and now you're in game 2 where you don't want to go back to LA down 0-2. So from that standpoint, like that's something that Los Angeles has to do. I like the fact that Tyronn Lue played 11 players in game 1. I thought it was important to get everybody in the series, get their feet wet, get DeMarcus Cousins out there after not playing at all in the Mavericks series. But again, like you're sitting there saying, all right, now we got to get serious and win this game. And the one thing that I've seen in this postseason that has resonated is that Donovan Mitchell is ridiculous at home. Like it's on another level. Like on the road, you can guard him. At home, he is just on another level.
Now, let's quickly jump into the Nuggets and Suns. Do you think the Nuggets have any chance of taking this series? They're down by 2. The Suns are leading 2-0 over them. I don't know. I really thought they were at least going to be able to cover the spread in the last game. They weren't able to pull that out. I don't know. I mean,
I was on, that was my 5% last night, and I was thankful that I didn't have to sweat it out. It was all Phoenix.
Yeah.
And it's been all Phoenix, both fourth quarters.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, it's almost like, all right, well, Denver's definitely going to show up in game 3. They'll have their crowd behind them. They'll have Will Barton probably back in the starting lineup. He looked pretty good. And despite the minutes restriction, I think he only played 16 minutes. And you're going to be better off for it. But yeah, you've got to respond. And the one way I know that you do respond is if you're able to get DeAndre Ayton in foul trouble, because they don't have anybody else on the roster that can guard Jokic. So maybe you sit there. If you're Michael Malone, we're going to the post 10 consecutive times in the first half, and we're going to try to get 2 fouls on Ayton and get him out of there. And then from our standpoint, maybe that translates to a first half under. Because it's going to take time to really get the ball inside and waste 20 seconds. So, from that standpoint, maybe we see a slower first half.
Absolutely. And corresponding with that, I like the Nuggets to cover a spread in that first half, because I think that's where they come out stronger. And I can't believe how different they look in that fourth quarter than they do in the first or second. So
that's a great point. And like, we're already seeing, like, look, Milwaukee couldn't have played any worse. They're definitely not worse than what Denver's shown. And they won the first half tonight. Yeah. So you're absolutely right.
Absolutely. Okay, so anything else about NBA that you want to hit on without giving away any of your plays? Anything that you're surprised by right now or that you saw coming?
No, not really. I mean, like I think Atlanta, Philadelphia is going to be interesting on Friday because you sit there and you see a 76ers team that got bailed out essentially in game two. Like you saw what Shake Milton was able to do with the buzzer beater to end the third quarter, and then the heroics to start the fourth. He kept Ben Simmons from being a factor in there. And with 3 minutes to go and a 17-point deficit, Dave McMillan still said, we're going to hack Ben, and Ben's going to the line, and he's going to miss 2 free throws. And he did. And so now you go on the road and expect him to do something like that. So it becomes one of those things where I want no part of game 3, and I want no part of a future in that series unless I'm going Atlanta for the money. Yeah, you can't bet
that
Philly
beautiful
yet.
plus money, right?
Yeah, the beautiful plus money because if you bet Philly before game 2, I think it was like 125, 130. Good bet.
Absolutely.
I absolutely expect them to get out of the series, but before game 3, now that it's 1-1, now that order has been restored, you don't want any part of Philadelphia because you don't know how they're going to respond on the road, and they've been a pretty good road team. They're I think the second best road team in the Eastern Conference with a couple other teams behind Indiana of all teams. But the fact is they're going to go into a playoff atmosphere where there's going to be about over 17,000 Hawks fans, and that team hasn't been in the playoffs since 2017 and responded at home against the Knicks very well. So yeah, I'm not touching that. I think out of all the series, like I kind of like Brooklyn and Milwaukee most in terms of what I expect, and I stayed away from game 3. If Milwaukee wins game 4, all over Brooklyn.
Absolutely, I love it. Are any of these teams your favorite NBA team?
No, I'm Joe. I was a Knicks fan growing up. I'm from New York. I'm from Queens, but in 2004, Isaiah Thomas lost me, and I was done. And then I ended up being NBA media. So to that point, like I was a national beat writer for CBS, and so I have no team. And the only teams that I root for seriously right now in the entire world, there are 3. I root for the Colombian national soccer team. I root for the New York Yankees, only late because I still fade them right now, and I root for the UCF, which is where I went to school. Go Knights!
I love it. Talking about soccer, let's talk about soccer. I know you have a Summer of Soccer Fest coming up. Can you tell me a bit about this that you're doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, because of the pandemic, the Euro, and they're still calling it Euro 2020.
Yeah.
The European Championships were shut down last year, so they're doing them this year, which is kind of strange because we're in the midst of World Cup qualifying, although that's on pause until September. And I'm sure that Canada beat Suriname yesterday 4-0. I was gonna be on that, but I was honestly I was protecting my record. So I like Canada, and I'm like I'm 16-4 in my last 20. Let me not touch anything tonight or today, and let me just go into Euros where I'm 6-0 in friendlies. And so tomorrow Italy plays, I believe, Turkey to start that tournament. Copa America is next week, which is the South American Championships. And then we got Gold Cup in July, which is the North American Championship. So Canada will be in there, the United States, obviously, and we host and places all over the country, including Orlando, where I'm at, will host games. I'll probably go to a couple of them. Las Vegas is the host of the championship at the Death Star, so that'll be fun. And yeah, I mean, like we'll have United States, Mexico, Canada, Costa Rica, Honduras, all those teams, in the mix. Jamaica. So that'll be fun. And then we've got some more friendlies. We've got domestic cups. So Summer of Soccer is 2 months of picks for me. And again, I've gone 16-4 because that's the whole thing. Like I sucked in the NBA regular season this season, and I have no idea why. Because that is my forte. And I did really well in college football. I finished first at Wager Talk.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm dominating NBA playoffs. I just think that this pandemic almost went two ways. Like, I either care because, these games mean something, like every college football game means something, or I don't care. And regular season out the window. And now we're back to games that matter, games that are important to everybody. And it seems like everybody that should be on the ball is on the ball right now. So that's a good time for us.
Absolutely. I found NBA really confusing during regular season as well this year. I stayed off it for a good, couple of weeks in a row. I was just like, I'm not touching anything again. Things just were so lopsided. You didn't know heads or tails, I found this season. I blame it on COVID. I blame it on everything that was coming around, right? Let's blame everything on COVID that doesn't go right.
Absolutely. I like it.
Yeah. Well, Tony, it's an absolute pleasure having you on tonight. I want to thank you so very much. Can you let everyone know where they can reach you to get your picks?
Sure. I'm at Wager Talk. You can catch me on a lot of their shows. I wouldn't say all their shows, but a lot of their shows. I also contribute for the Gold Sheet. I contribute for Gaming Today. So if you look, you'll find me.
Absolutely. Well, it was an absolute pleasure. We hope to have you on again. We'll talk some MLB maybe next time. And you have a fantastic night and good luck with this Clippers and Jazz game.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.